Hi, and welcome to Fitainteasy. I'm so excited to share with you this month's featured exercise move. This has become one of my favorite moves, and you hit 3 body parts in one. So let's get started. First, I'm going to show you the equipment you're going to need to do this move. You're going to need 2 things. The first is a flexible ball. This size is optimal, but if you don't have this and you have something a little bigger, that's fine too. If you don't have one of these balls and you're a parent, your kids may even have a bouncy ball or something that you can use. If you don't have either of those, you can actually just use a pillow. You're going to need something that's going to engage your legs, and I'll show you what that means in a little bit. The next thing you're going to need is a weight. If you have plated weights like this, that's great. If you have dumbbells, that works too. If you don't have either of those, a gallon of milk, cans, anything that's going to engage your arms will work great too. You can do 5 or 10 pounds. I use 10 pounds, but 5 pounds is great. 2 pounds is great to start with too. So let's go over the form. I'm going to turn to the side so that you can see how this move works better. The first thing you're going to want to do is get in the C-sit position. The C-sit position is what it says. It creates a C with your body. How you get there is by leaning back far enough to engage your abs. You don't want to be too far back and you don't want to be too far up. You want to keep going back until you really feel your core engaged and you see that C position with your body. Once you're there, you're going to grab your ball and you're going to place it in between your knees. Your knees are critical. You don't want them too low or too high because they're creating that pressure point. And by squeezing that ball like it's going to pop, you're going to be engaging your inner thighs, which for me is definitely a body part that I like to work. So we have our ball perfectly between our knees and we are squeezing like we want to pop that ball. And our core, we're still in that C-sit position. The next thing you want to do is grab your weight. You're going to take that weight and put it at your chest level. So we're engaging our legs, we're engaging our arms, we're engaging our core, and now we're going to lift up our legs to put even more pressure on the core. Now, there's a lot of different things to be thinking about here, but don't worry. The reason we have the ball is that we know we're going to be constantly working our legs. If we didn't have that ball, if we weren't pushing our legs in, that ball would fall. So you know by just keeping that ball up, you are engaging your legs. What you really want to do is squeeze it so you're going to pop it, but as long as it's up, you're working your legs. As long as we're in C-sit position, you're working your abs. And by holding this weight, you're always going to be engaging your arms. The icing on the cake is adding our twist, our oblique twist. And that is just moving from side to side. Now, the key to this is cutting your body in half. You want to cut your body in half and have the top and the bottom work independently. Your bottom half is frozen in cement. All it's doing is squeezing like it's going to pop that ball and not moving. Your top half, with your weight, is twisting from side to side. So I'm not moving my legs with me. My legs are staying still. My body is rotating. And that rotation is going to create that awesome line down your abs. So, pretty simple. Let's go over the form one more time and then I'm going to show you some quick modifications. We're in C-sit, balls between our legs, squeezing it like we're going to pop it, lift up to engage the core more, got your weight at chest level, and we're twisting at the hip. This is a great exercise also, the twist, to dwindle your waistline. So you can see everything is engaged. Now, if you're not quite ready for that, a simple modification first is just putting your legs down. So same exact exercise, except legs are down. You're going to get a little less workout in your core, but everything else is still working. If that's still too much, drop the weight. That's fine too. Your arms are going to get a little bit less of a workout, but you're still going to be squeezing that ball, you're still going to have your core, and you're still going to be working the obliques. So, that's it. The question is, how many do you do to get great results? So, I do 50 reps, I take a break, and I do 50 more. A rep for me is 1 to the left and 1 to the right. How many should you do? My tip is, if it's easy, you're not doing enough. So if you do 15 and your legs aren't shaking, your core isn't shaking, your arms aren't shaking, you got to do 16. If you do 60 and that's not enough, you got to do 20. If it's easy, everyone would do it. So what I always say, if it's not burning and shaking, it's not working. And I know we're all here to get results. So you're going to work until you get that burn. It's that simple, guys. It's one exercise to work 3 body parts. I've been doing it for about a month and have gotten great results. I'm so excited for you guys to try this at home. In less than a minute, you're working 3 major body parts. Thanks for joining me at Fitainteasy. Make sure you visit Fitainteasy.com for more videos like this, tips, recipes, and to learn about Shakeology, the secret behind why I have been feeling and looking this good. Thanks everyone. I can't wait to see your results.